Is it on? Let me do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hey now, it's Etta Mae Mumphries, and oh, I'm so excited to join you all the way from out here in sunny California. How you doing, Fairview AME Zion Church? Oh, excuse me. I didn't know if y'all would let me in, but I guess since I'm on the video, I don't need this, but you got to be safe. So anyway, hey, I'm Etta Mae Mumphries, and I'm so excited to be with y'all today. I hope I'm not running late. I tell you, nowadays ain't nothing running on me but my stockings. But I'm so happy to be here to celebrate some Black history with y'all. And I tell you, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored. I don't know about you. If I was some of that good food I know y'all going to have after church, I'd be blessed and highly flavored. That's it. But let me get right down to the nitty gritty. Your lady, your director of Christian education, Miss Clara Caldwell, called me on the internet, on the Zoom, on the thing, and said, listen, we celebrating Black history out here in a big way. Why don't you join us? And with technology, well, bam, here I am. And I want to give a shout out and a greeting to your pastor, Jesse James P. How you doing, Pastor? Giving honor to God and all and whatnot. And I tell you, I'm gonna tell you something. When I first was going to church before we got into the pandemonium, Panda Express, the Panda, whatever, with pandemic. That's right, what we was doing. I went to my church and I tell you, I borrowed this fan. I don't know how it got in my handbag. And anyway, I thought I was just going to have it for a week or so. And then next thing you know, they shut everything down. And I had this in my bag. So y'all don't tell my pastor about this. In fact, I got a whole collection. And if y'all want to send me one from Fairview, I'd be happy to take it, borrow it. Anyway, I'm Etta Mae Mumphries, and I know a little bit about history. I'm a seasoned saint, and maybe you could call me the mother of Black history. But I do know a lot about the history of the African, Negro, colored, Black. Um, well, now what do we call ourselves today? I tell you, I've been all of those things. Black, Negro, African American, Afro American. I thought by the time we got to the new millennium, we'd be calling ourselves the mahogany people of the sun. But my nephew said, well, you got to do Wakanda forever. I can do that too. Wakanda forever. That's good for your cardio if you keep on doing that. But anyway, we are all God's children, black, white, and whatever color under the sun. But we do have to celebrate Black history because it's a special and very important part of American history. Am I right? So I want to talk about a few of the folks that I know and that I've met over the years. And I know y'all got a young fella out there, very special little Carter. How you doing, young man? Nice to see you. But do you know it was Carter G. Woodson, another famous Carter, who started all of the Black history. It was his idea. He was historian. He said we need to celebrate, but he just said we can just have a week. Can we just get a week? How much for just 1 week? But we started off with 1 week. That was a great idea. And look how God and the world expanded it. We got a whole month. It may be a short month, but it's a month. So, Clara, we're going to celebrate real good. We're going to remember. There's so many, I don't have time to mention them all, but there's a few that are very special to me. Well, let me think. Let me start off with somebody. I'm out here in Pasadena, and this was the home of a very special African American. Jackie Robinson himself was out here in Pasadena. He and his brother Mac. They made history. Now Jackie Robinson. He went to UCLA, by the way. A lot of folks don't know that. A lot of folks don't know that Etta Mae Mumphries, I went to UCLA too. That's true. I went there to the cafeteria for lunch one day. I got the 2 item special. It was delicious. Senior discount. But Jackie Robinson went there as a student. He ran track. He played football and baseball. But all the folks out here in Pasadena, they love to celebrate Jackie Robinson. Over there at the Rose Bowl, they got a beautiful statue. Over at the City Hall, they got Jackie and Mac Robinson. They even got the post office named after both of them. And they went and made some history. And now I know y'all out there in North Carolina, you got a famous brother, athlete. None other than Michael Jordan started out there. And he made all kinds of history. Can I tell y'all a little story about when I met Michael Jordan? Oh, he was very, very talented. But he was thinking, he said, Etta Mae Mumphries, I think I might want to be the greatest golfer that ever lived. And I said, now, wait a minute, Michael Jordan. I looked at his big old feet and big old hands. I said, now, young fella, Michael Jordan, why don't you pick up a basketball? See what you can do with that. And do you know Michael Jordan picked up that basketball? He got on that court. He never looked back, and the rest is history. And he is still making history. Some might call him the greatest basketball player that ever lived. I don't know about you, but he sure is great making all that money and all the other things that he has done in history. So we can celebrate him. And who else can we celebrate? Oh, I like to talk about the ladies. You know, there's so many ladies I could talk about. Black women making history, black girl magic, whatever you want to call it. It's all good. But there was a special group of ladies that we talk about now. There was the Hidden Figures ladies. And oh, if it wasn't for them, you know, John Glenn, he wouldn't have made it out to outer space. He would have been lost in space. But because of them and their brilliant minds and all the calculating and science and work that they put in, they let him launch and get to the right spot and get out of, oh, he was out of this world. And it was because of those black women, the Hidden Figures. That's a beautiful story. I like to remember them. But personally, I don't know about you, but nowadays I like to keep my figure a little hidden, a little bit too much junk in the trunk. But that's another story. But oh, who else can we talk about? There's so many. You can't do too much in this world without thinking about an African American who had something to do with it. You go to the ball game or pack your lunch and you got some potato chips. Well, you can thank a black man for maybe overcooking his potatoes a bit and making them a little crunchy. Next thing you know, we got a potato chip in our mouth. If you go to get the vaccine, go see your doctor and try to get your shots that you got to get, well, a brother came up with that vaccine. So thank God for that. And if you happen to have to take the elevator to get up to the hospital or to your doctor's office, well, you know, a brother, he figured out, punched them buttons and pulled them pulleys so we can get from the bottom floor all the way up to the top. Just keep on going. Don't ever stop. Oh, if you sit down and you like me, you like to have a little snack in the day. Well, just imagine if your PB&J sandwich was just jelly and no peanut butter. Well, thank God for the black man that invented that peanut butter so we can have a real tasty treat. There's so many people, even you young folks. I know you get out there in the hot summertime and you like to get them water gun super soaker. Pew, 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 pew. You know what you do. My great nephew got me real good one time. But you know, them super soakers, if it weren't for a black man, we wouldn't have that to enjoy. Oh, I could go along forever talking about all the folks. But I know y'all out there. And there's one special fella I can't leave out. One of our very precious and wonderful Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Not only was he a great man of God, he made history. He did so much for us. But I'll tell you a little story. When I met him as a young man, oh, he could talk. He was just very talkative, just all the time. I said, wait a minute, Martin Luther King, Marty, called him Marty. I said, now, I know you got a lot of good things to say, Martin Luther King, but you got to zip it. Slow down with all that talking, Martin Luther King, and pay attention to your dreams because you're going to have an important one day. And what happened, y'all? He had a dream, all right. He never looked back, and the rest is history. Oh, I could tell so many stories, but I know we got a lot of parts of the program to do it. But I want to shout out some of the history makers right out there at Fairview AME Zion. Well, I know a special lady I heard about, Miss Alice Caldwell. I think she's about to be 97. That's history right there. But she'd be out there walking in them streets, getting her steps in and getting to church and getting here and there, living a beautiful life, serving the Lord all these years. Congratulations, Miss Alice, and keep on making history. And there's another young one I want to shout out, the youngest one that I heard about, little Miss Sparkle. Shine bright like a diamond. Sparkle, you keep on sparkling. I'm going to put it on you right now that you're going to make history of your own. In fact, we all got to make history as long as we keep God first, study the word, and just know that we can be unstoppable. That's history. That's what we do. And I pray that all of you keep on keeping on. Keep your head up so you can let your hair down. That's what I like to say. Be positive. Even my blood type is be positive. And the Bible in Philippians 3:14, well, you know what it says. Press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of God in Jesus Christ. That's right. Keep your eye on the prize. Or make it like I like to say, real simple. Just make like Lee nails and press on. and the rest is history. I love y'all. Clara, thank you for inviting me to share with y'all. Keep on making history. Oh, no, we got a special thing. Y'all know I got the stay-at-home choir. We don't get out much, but we be making music. And there's a special song that we need to sing all year long, but especially in Black History Month, the Negro, I guess I can say Negro National Anthem or the Negro National Hymn. Lift every voice and sing. So if y'all want to check out the stay-at-home choir, singing the Negro National Anthem. You like to hear it? Here it go. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Don't ever look back, and the rest is history. God bless you. I'm Etta Mae Mumphries. Bye now. Okay, turn it off. Did it go off? You got to turn it off.